Hi everyone, Brianne here from Hooked on Helping Happiness. Welcome to my channel and welcome to part 5 for the 2026 Stitch Sampler Scrapghan Crochet Along. If you're just joining the crochet along, I will have all the information linked below so you could start back at part 1 with us, and I will also have the written pattern for part 5 linked below as well. So this week we are going to be crocheting the Mini Basketweave Stitch, and we're going to be sticking with our J 6mm crochet hook for this part. And I will be using 3 colors, yellow, green, and this teal color for part 5. This stitch looks great in solid or stripes or any color combination you wanted to use. I will be using 3 colors for my pattern here. I'm going to join my first color, which is this yellow that I will be using. And for row 1 of this stitch, we are just going to do a row of double crochet. So chain 2 and turn. And you are going to double crochet in each stitch across your row here for row 1 of the Mini Basketweave Stitch. So here is row 1 of that stitch. In my last stitch, I'm going to change color. Now, if you are also using 3 colors, do not fasten off. We are going to carry each color up along the side. For this stitch, it's really easy to carry yarn when you're using 3 colors in stripes. So do not fasten it off if you're using 3 colors. All right, so for row 2, we're gonna start with a single crochet. I'm gonna start with a chain 1. So I'm gonna grab the color that I'm carrying, just kind of lay it on top of my hook as I chain 1, so I can bring it up a little bit higher so it's right there when I wanna pick it up again. So chain 1 and turn. And we're going to be alternating some post stitches. All right, so let me get this yellow out of the way. There we go. So I'm going to start with a single crochet in my first stitch. And now I'm going to front post double crochet here in the next. So I'm going to yarn over, and in the space before the stitch, I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to go around the entire post of the stitch here and come out the space on the other side and work a double crochet. Now I'm going to do a back post double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to come through the back of the work, and in between the space between the next 2 stitches, insert my hook, place my hook around the entire post, and go back the other side, out the back of my work, and double crochet. And we're just going to be alternating these 2 stitches across the row. So front post, double crochet in the next. So I'm yarning over. From the front of the stitch, I'm going to insert my hook in the space in between the next 2 stitches, go around the entire post. I'm pushing that post to the front, forward towards me to the front, out the other side, and double crochet. Now back post double crochet. I'm going to go from the back of my stitch, insert my hook into the space between the stitches, go around the entire post. I'm pushing this post back away from me towards the back of the stitch, and double crochet. So we're going to repeat this across the row, alternating a front post double crochet, and then a back post double crochet. Front post double crochet, and back post double crochet. Repeat this all the way across the row, stopping right before the last stitch. So now I've repeated those front post and back post across the row. I stopped right before the last stitch and I ended with a back post double crochet here. So my last stitch is going to be a single crochet, and I'm going to change color in that single crochet. So I'm going to insert my hook here, pull up a loop. I'm not going to cut this color, I'm just going to drop it and I'm going to carry it. I'm going to pull in my new color. And again, I'm going to place it kind of on top of my hook so that when I chain one, I bring it up a little bit taller so it's there when I need it. And turn. I'm going to single crochet in the first stitch. We're starting and ending with a single crochet because these front post stitches are shorter than a regular double crochet because they're worked lower into the previous row. If we were to do a double crochet or start our row with a double crochet, it would be really kind of loose and wavy on the edges because the double crochet, a regular double crochet, is so much taller than a post double crochet. So we start with a single so that our stitches are kind of even across the top and it gives a nice clean edge to using our post stitches. So now in row 3, we're going to kind of work the opposite. So now I'm going to start with a back post double crochet. So we ended the previous row with the back post, but when we turn our work, it looks like a front post because it's being pushed towards the front here. So we want to do the opposite in each stitch. So this post is facing me, so I'm going to do a back post in this first one. So I'm going to insert my hook before the stitch, push it out the other side towards the back, and double crochet for a back post. And now the next one from this side looks like a back post. So I'm going to front post here in the next. Push the post towards me, double crochet. And we're just going to alternate those across the row. So back post in the next. Insert that hook towards the front, pushing that post towards the back, and double crochet. And then front post in the next. So continue alternating those post stitches across the row. Back post double crochet, front post double crochet. Working the opposite of what you see on this side of the work. So when it looks like a front post, you're going to back post. When it looks like a back post, front post. So repeat that all the way across here in row 3. So I worked that all the way across the row. I ended with a front post double crochet. I stopped right before that single crochet, and I ended with a front post here. And you can just kind of start to see how alternating those post stitches gets like this little woven basket weave look. So this is going to be our pattern. Oh, let's finish off the row first. So we're going to end with a single crochet in the single crochet. And since I'm using 3 colors, I'm going to go back to my first color, which is right here, ready to get picked up. So I'm going to drop the blue and pick up my yellow and pull that through. And then again, I'm going to continue to carry this color. So when I chain 1, I'll bring this blue up with me. So this is the pattern repeating rows 2 and 3. So they're both pretty much the same. It's just the next row will start with the front post double crochet, and then the next row will start with the back post. So I am going to just repeat these one more time to row 5. So I'm going to have another repeat of row 2 and one more repeat of row 3, and I am going to do the basket weave stitch all the way to row 5, repeating rows 2 and 3. So here I've finished that mini basket weave stitch to row 5. I placed my stitch marker in the last stitch of that row. This stitch is pretty easy. If you wanted to make your blanket longer, this would be a great stitch to do that. Just make sure you end on an odd number of rows. I hope you love this stitch. I think it gives such a pretty woven look. It would be so pretty for an entire blanket or pillow or basket. Such great texture, especially changing color every row. It really gives this woven look to it. So thank you so much for joining me this week and for this crochet along, and I will see you next week for part 6.